India are officially in the semi-finals of the ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2026. They snatched that crucial spot after a huge Super 8 victory against West Indies at Eden Gardens in Kolkata on March 1, 2026. Team India pulled off an incredible chase, successfully hunting down a massive target of 196 runs, ultimately securing the win with 199 for 5. Now, this was no ordinary game. It was essentially a virtual quarterfinal, a real make-or-break situation. And who was the hero? Sanju Samson. He played an absolutely phenomenal, unbeaten innings of 97 runs, guiding India to, get this, their highest successful run chase ever in T20 World Cup history. Just a quick refresher on the tournament. This is the 10th edition of the T20 World Cup, held every 2 years, and it's being co-hosted by India and Sri Lanka, running from February 7 all the way to March 8, 2026. So, how does it all work? We started with 20 teams, divided into 4 groups of 5. The top 2 from each group then made it to the Super 8 stage, and from there, it's straight to the semi-finals and then the big final. And don't forget, India are the defending champions from the 2024 edition. They knew they absolutely had to win this Super 8 clash to book their ticket to the knockout phase, and they totally delivered. The Super 8 clash at Eden Gardens? Oh man, it just supercharged that historic rivalry between India and West Indies in T20 international cricket. Now, overall, India usually holds the upper hand against the West Indies in T20Is. I mean, they've snagged 19 wins out of 30 matches played, versus the West Indies 10, with one game ending in no result. But here's the catch, in T20 World Cup encounters, the Caribbean side has traditionally held the advantage. The West Indies actually had a pretty commanding 3-1 lead over India in their 4 previous World Cup meetings before this latest fixture. Those past West Indies victories in the T20 World Cup happened in 2009, 2010, and 2016, with India's only win prior to this recent victory being way back in 2014. So, this recent win for India at Eden Gardens, where they chased down a seriously challenging score, didn't just lock in their semi-final spot, it also totally flipped the script on their T20 World Cup rivalry dynamics. And considering the sky-high stakes in this Super 8 group stage, with both teams neck and neck on points, it really hammered home just how vital India's commanding performance was. Alright, so individual performances really made all the difference in that make-or-break Super 8 match. Sanju Samson, India's wicketkeeper batsman, really stepped up, smashing a career-defining, unbeaten 97 runs. That knock basically anchored India's record-breaking chase. Just a quick fact about Samson, he was born on November 11, 1994, and comes from a Malayali Christian family in Kerala. He's a practicing Christian. Oh, and let's not forget, he was also the Indian squad that clinched the 2024 T20 World Cup title. And get this, word on the street is Samson's been traded to the Chennai Super Kings for the IPL 2026 season. India's captain for that Super 8 game, Suryakumar Yadav, also chipped in with the bat. And of course, the ever-reliable all-rounder Hardik Pandya, who absolutely smashed an unbeaten 50 in an earlier Super 8 clash against Zimbabwe. Now, looking at the West Indies side, guys like Shai, Ravman Powell, and Akeal Hosein were all crucial members of their squad. Hosein, a real standout with the ball, and Hope, a big hitter with the bat. The West Indies batting lineup, known for absolutely pummeling boundaries, put up a pretty competitive 195 for 4 in their 20 overs at Eden Gardens. Their deep batting lineup and willingness to take risks were super clear, especially since they'd even managed to claw their way back from some really tough spots in earlier games of the tournament. Kicking things off, the iconic Eden Gardens in Kolkata was the stage for this crucial Super 8 match. This ground is legendary, known for its rich cricketing history and, let's face it, sometimes those unpredictable conditions. This game, held on March 1, 2026, got going at 7 p.m. IST, with the all-important toss taking place half an hour before that, at 6:30 p.m. Now, let's put this into perspective for the 2026 T20 World Cup. Eden Gardens is actually one of 8 venues spread across India and Sri Lanka, and it's set to host some really significant matches, including a semi-final, which is a big deal. So far in this 2026 tournament, the average first innings score at Eden Gardens has been hovering around 184 runs. That pretty much tells you the pitches here have been super friendly to batters. Before this World Cup, if we look at previous T20 internationals played right here, the average first innings score was a bit lower, around 157 from 11 matches. Now, when it comes to India's performance here, historically, they've got an absolutely stellar record at Eden Gardens in T20Is. They'd won a whopping 7 out of their 8 matches at this venue before this Super 8 game. Before this particular match, the highest successful T20I run chase ever seen at Eden Gardens was India's own, when they successfully hunted down 158 runs against West Indies back in 2022. But get this, India's chase of 196 against the West Indies now stands as their highest successful T20 World Cup run chase ever. And that's not all, it also ranks as the third highest overall in T20 World Cup history. Okay, so after India's incredible win, things are looking pretty clear for the defending champions on their way to the ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2026 final. Their spot in the semi-finals really just highlights how high the stakes are in this tournament, and honestly, how fiercely competitive it is among all the top cricketing nations out there. The semi-finals themselves? They're lined up for March 4th and 5th, with games kicking off at Eden Gardens in Kolkata and Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai. And the big one, the grand final, is happening on March 8, 2026, over at the Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad. Oh, and a quick heads up, there are backup plans in place. If Pakistan makes it to the semis or the final, those games could actually move to our Premadasa Stadium in Colombo. This 2026 T20 World Cup? It just keeps on delivering incredible cricket, really showcasing both the established stars we all know and the exciting new talent coming through. India's performance, especially Sanju Samson's incredible match-winning innings and the team's knack for pulling off a record chase, really positions them as serious contenders as this tournament rolls into its crucial knockout stages. So now, all eyes are really on those remaining Super 8 fixtures and, of course, the upcoming semi-final clashes that'll decide who battles it out in the final of this hugely anticipated global event.